So in Dragon Ball Daima recently, there's a scene where the Namekian Neva says that Piccolo reminds him of a Namekian named Katatz, and Piccolo says Katatz is his father, and people are like, oh, yeah, well, Piccolo was like, he fused with Kami and he remembers. That's actually not the case, and I'll explain why here. So, back all the way in Dragon Ball Z, they explain this, but we have to go all the way back to when they find the Namekian spaceship before they go to Namek. Popo describes that a century ago, Kami talked about the godly past, and that he maybe hit his head or something, but he doesn't remember anything about his parents or anything, but that they left a note and they said that they'll come for them later. That's it. They don't remember their parents' names or anything at all. So you might be wondering, like, how did they know that their name is Katatz? Well, okay, so we'll go a little bit further in the manga when we go to Namek. Grand Elder Guru is in the room with Krillin, Dende, and Gohan, and Nail, and he's talking to them, and they bring up the Dragon Balls, and they talk to Guru about it, and Guru says he must have been the child of Katatz, and Nail overhears this in person with them. This is important because a little bit later, we all know that Nail fuses with Piccolo. Now, you might be thinking, well, it must have just been a power-up boost. Well, no, not necessarily, because we see a little bit later on that Piccolo talks about Guru, and Nail is recognized by Dende, and he says, you merged with Nail, and Piccolo smiles. Meaning there's probably a little bit of his mental energy or his knowledge base in there, and that's not too far to think to begin with. That's just kind of logic. I mean, it would make sense that he would gain both his power and knowledge base. But anyways, basically, that explains how he knows about Katatz. It's not from Kami, but it's from Nail overhearing Guru talk about Katatz. He doesn't remember anything from being the nameless Namekian or any of his life before that.